In the process of you aspiring towards your dreams, you're actually building your identity, the authentic you in this world. Our best solution, especially in our youth, is to follow our dreams. It doesn't matter how big your dreams are. I really believe that your dreams are like a seed given to you as a gift from divine intelligence, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, your own personal purpose or will, sure, all of those things. It's a gift. When you receive a gift from someone, you should be grateful and you should cherish that blessing. Because if you don't too many times, they're going to stop giving you the gifts. So if you're given a dream and you don't receive it and you don't see it for the blessing that it is, other blessings become harder to receive too, and they won't come towards you. Our best solution is to follow our dreams. It's never too late. This video is for you if you are a young person, someone who wants to co-create their life, someone who's awakened to their creativity, has some awareness of something out there that could be greater for you. So this video is for people that feel a resistance towards just going along with whatever society wants from them for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, a lifetime. That's you. Keep watching. Even if there's some blood, sweat, and tears in the process of getting there, it's worth it. This is your life. This is your limited time on earth. Whatever short-term things you think you have to lose, I believe in the grand scheme of things, you have way more to lose by turning your back on your dream, by closing the door on the invitation to explore who you are and, as a byproduct, actualize who you are. The overwhelming challenges on the way to achieving your dreams and then unlocking new ones are what makes life meaningful and fulfilling. I was an econ major, and so econ is all about putting in inputs and getting the most optimized outputs, and I really think that being a dreamer and following your dreams is one of the best inputs that you could put to get success, fulfillment, well-being, joy, gratitude, all of those things. Like, if you want all of those things, self-actualization, like a career that you freaking love and you're proud of, if you want all of those things, the input that you should be putting in is taking steps towards your dreams, is acknowledging your dreams today, right now, instead of turning away from them. Let's say you're in your mid-20s. Say you live alone and you have a pretty stable friend group. Life is good, but even so, even when all the pieces feel like they're in place, you might have this unease or anxiety still that you're missing something. You don't feel as optimistic about your future and you don't feel as confident about what you're doing in life as you did, let's say, when you were in college. You kind of feel sometimes like you're going through the motions. And you talk to some of your friends and a lot of them have this similar sentiment. You find yourself feeling a little empty on some days. You sometimes ask yourself the question, is this what I should be doing in my 20s at this age of my life? Am I going through the motions or am I doing the right thing? Am I living up to my full potential? Am I living my best life right now? Am I gonna have regrets? If this is you or this is a relatable situation, I wonder what the biggest problem in your life is right now. Is it that you're not fit or toned enough and that you don't spend enough time at the gym? Is it that you're not talented enough? Is it that you're not where you want to be financially? Like you haven't built your nest egg yet? Is it that you're maybe not in the right group of friends, or maybe you're not living in the right city, or maybe you're not living in the right apartment? In my experience as someone who's a dreamer, the biggest problem that I observe is that you are turning away from your dreams. Young people of our generation, it's time to acknowledge our dreams. And I believe a lot of our problems and inner resistance is due to us turning away from our dreams. Recently, in doing more self-study of psychology, mental well-being, peak performance, flow states, etc., I've kind of been recently even more obsessed with why people turn away from their dreams, which I believe is essentially a calling. So I want to analyze this, and I hope that by the end of this video, you'll walk away understanding how important it really is to your self-actualization and your holistic wellness in the long term. Like I'm talking about 10 years, 20 years, because yeah, life doesn't just end when you're 30. Keep watching, because not only am I going to remind you why rationally it is so important to follow our dreams, which is a signal and a clue to our self-actualization and the path to our satisfaction and wellness in this lifetime. Not only am I going to explore and kind of like remind you of the real significance of being a dreamer and acknowledging your dreams, I'm also going to kind of talk about what you have to lose if you don't acknowledge your dreams and keep pushing them away. We all have the ability, especially in this time, now more than ever, today more than any day in the history of time, the ability to actually reach for our dreams and the opportunity and the real abundance that being a dreamer and following the path of your dreams can bring into your life. I've seen it happen for so many people, and it is absolutely life-changing. So I would really encourage you to just take in what I'm saying in this video and think through what your life could look like if you start acknowledging and walking towards your dreams. Especially if you're in your 20s, this is the prime time for you to explore your dreams and actually give them their due credit. My view at this stage in life is that we are not taught to prioritize our dreams and our unique powers and purposes. We are taught to fit ourselves into the cookie cutter molds of society. And a lot of us don't even question that. We just do what we are told, and we mold to the expectations of capitalism to keep this society functioning. Who is it that is benefiting? I don't think it's always even just like one person or entity that's benefiting. I think it's just a system of order. Society is a system of order. The system itself doesn't have feelings. It's just like a mechanism. It's just like gears. So the system doesn't have feelings, but you have feelings. You have feelings, and you bring those feelings with you every day. At your office, Monday morning, your feelings are there when you are midway through your weekend. Your feelings are there when you show up for every single thing in your life and your day. Because you are not just a gear that fits into this elaborate mechanism of society. You are a human being, and your needs and desires are given to you, and they deserve to be heard. If we are just falling into the conditioning of society, turning away from our dreams and just becoming like cogs in society, that works. It's a system, but your feelings are still there, and you carry your feelings in your body every single day. In all the little ways that you experience your life, your feelings are there. If you have stress, if you have anxiety, disappointment, those feelings are still harboring inside of you. You're a unique being with feelings and dreams. And I think that it's really hard to find ultimate fulfillment by molding ourselves into the system eternally. After watching this video, even today, if there's one small thing you can do to get a little closer to your dreams, or to even think about what are my dreams? Just sit down and think about it for 5 minutes. DM me the word inspires if you have questions. DM me one thing you want to do to get closer to your dreams. This is important. This is really, really important work. This is more important than whatever is on your to-do list for work, whatever's on your grocery list, whatever chores or laundry you have left to do. This is important. Your dreams are important. They are your blessings. We are at a new age of internet and possibility, content, code, all of that. We are just at the brink of so many possibilities. There is not a better time than now to really wake up to your dreams and start exploring them. Truly, I would sacrifice a lot of things. Dreamers out there, you probably relate. I kind of think of myself and my journey up till now as if I'm a handyman who's painstakingly putting each brick into place, waiting for it to dry, putting the next brick, Maybe I'll take a 5-minute, 10-minute break, eat an apple, whatever. Keep doing that. Painstakingly, patiently. I feel like that's very much who I am. And it's beautiful, and I appreciate it in myself. And it's helped me so much through challenging circumstances, through my own inner healing work and journey of transformation. My dreams are always there. The work that I had done on different dreams or different creations were always there. I'm really grateful, and I just really see in my life all the tangible ways that building my dreams brick by brick has paid off. And that's why I'm making this message, because it is worth it. I've always been a dreamer and I'm so grateful for that, but it's something that truly anyone can tap into. You just need the willingness, but also you just like literally need to think through it and realize like that it is actually rational and in your best interest to follow your dreams. A practical tip is that I've been doing this for as long as I can literally remember, like just little symbols, reminders of my various dreams throughout life so that I never forget them or lose touch with them in any point of time. Anyone can do this. You can set motivational pictures somewhere. You can set motivational passwords. Aspiration is a topic that I'm very passionate about and spend a lot of time working on. The world needs more dreamers. And as people who are willing to acknowledge our dreams, then we can help each other build the things that we believe in. In the process of achieving one dream after the other, I realized that dreaming is nothing to be feared. It's beautiful. It only brings expansion to your life. It is kind of sad actually when you accomplish a dream, but when you complete one thing, new opportunities pop up in your life, new perspectives, and new dreams come. And it's really fun. It's like truly this never-ending journey. There's a lot of Easter eggs on the way of goodies that you can open. And as your dreams get bigger and bigger, the abundance in your life grows in proportion to that. So start now. Like just whatever dream you have, what is some way you can get closer to that? And I consider myself in training as a dreamer. And like as a dreamer and a doer, my education and the competitive environments that I was raised through and pushed through really trained me to be a doer and an achiever. And I think that's kind of the sweet spot actually, like to be a dreamer and a doer. And I'll probably make like more videos about this. And like this is kind of like the sweet spot for my coaching work as well. Like I want to help dreamers like make sure they're doing things to actualize those dreams. If you're a dreamer, things will literally move on your path and help you actualize your dream. So if you're at this point in the video, you might have one final resistance point, and that is the fear or the sense of burden that comes with acknowledging your dreams. So I used to literally stay up some Friday nights or weekend nights as a 19-year-old, having deep existential crises about my inner calling and like wishing that deep drive inside of me. I used to stay up and like wish that those thoughts and feelings would go away. Can you just like let me live my life and have fun and go out with my friends and like do what I want? But no, my dreams were always like, hey, we're here, we exist. Are you living up to us? So I used to have these existential crises all the time. So I really understand you might have some resistance around acknowledging your dreams, but on the path to all great things in life, there's going to be resistance. Identity capital. You don't build identity capital in your 20s without some form of labor. We grow into our best selves, sweat, effort, right? There is beauty in the journey of striving and of working hard towards something. If you just tap into your dreams, follow the blueprint of where you're guided towards, that is your literal answer. You spend all this energy resisting it. Meanwhile, your answer is right there. All you have to do is acknowledge it and take like tiny steps towards it. But yeah, like at some points it was really, really hard. As a young person who felt like they could barely survive the bare minimum expectation, getting good test scores, keeping a job, keeping myself alive. Like, dude, it was a lot already. Dreams, come back another day, I get it. But by continuing to push through that resistance, which every artist knows you have to do, most dreamers, entrepreneurs know this too, by repetitive instances of pushing through the resistance, you get to the other side. The other side is where life gets better. The path of your dreams gets a little funner. You get more resources. You get more help. You find yourself surrounded by people with a similar mindset. And that's where you get to be in more flow. And that's like really beautiful. Like being in flow is like so good for our well-being. Today is the day that we acknowledge our dreams. We, as human beings on this beautiful, abundant, and miraculous earth, we're all capable of performing and living at our best levels. We are capable of that. I think the problem is that some of us, and all of us at certain times, believe that we don't have access to that kind of life. We don't have access to that right to fulfill what we desire and to do work and expend effort in ways that feel meaningful to us. All of us probably at points in our lives feel like we don't have access to that kind of life. We don't have access to that kind of freedom and agency. And some of us, depending on the circumstances we were born into, might need to overcome more hurdles too. But you are not given hurdles that you are not capable of overcoming. Okay? The bigger the hurdle, the bigger your power. More power to you. So having operated on both sides of the spectrum, one where I didn't know what my purpose was, how I was going to get there, I just was stumbling around, confused and stressed out. And then one where I follow my dreams and as a result get to live more and more of my life in literally all the most expansive ways. It's much easier being on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new or want to talk further about something I said in the video, please DM me. Happy to talk about it. You can do this. This is easy for you. Just acknowledge your dreams, build them a little day by day, and see where that takes you. See what that could open up in your life.